So today I am working in the lab, working on a few items. I had some big ticket items come through over the last week. I'm working on some motorcycle leather jackets for this motorcycle club. I'm also working on some graduation stoles. So today is April 25th. So we are coming up on graduation season. So, you know, a lot of people graduate from college, from high school, and they love to have like their graduation stoles embroidered, or people use DTF now, which is like direct to transfer film, where they have their pictures and they just like to embellish, I would say, their graduation stoles. That's not something that we used to do back in the day, but hey, that's what they're doing now, and I'm all about it, and I can, you know, trying to get on that train. So yeah, I am working today on graduation stoles for a client that got in touch with me, I think through word of mouth. And again, I get a lot of business just via word of mouth. I do have a Google page out there. I do have a website. You're here on my YouTube channel. So yeah, I have other mediums, but a lot of my business I do get via word of mouth. Like I said, I'm on Google. I've gotten a lot of clients through Google recently, just doing a Google search and searching for me, and you know, just being available. And I can handle big volumes, and I can handle small volumes. So I think that's sort of like where my niche is being able to do one or two items, where sometimes the big companies want to do, you know, sometimes they have a minimum number of items that they want to do, which I don't have any minimums. Also, I think, you know, my direct competition would be like the people at the kiosk at the mall, which, you know, they have a better, I'm not going to say a better audience than I do, but they're more central because they're in the mall. You know, people want to have something embroidered. Most times they're not necessarily going to Google it or look for someone in their area. They're going to probably go, the mall is probably where they hit up first. So, but I don't feel like I have any competition. I'm my own person. I have my own way of doing things. I'm talented in what I've done thus far, and yeah, so, and it's enough business out here for everybody, so I don't look at anyone as being a competition. So yeah, today I'm working on some stoles, and so I'm going to kind of get into that. I'm going to put out a YouTube video as far as how to create the graduation stole, because, you know, this is my first time actually creating one from like start to finish. And when I say start to finish, I'm talking about like going out, buying the fabric, doing the trimming, doing the designing, all that type of stuff. So I'm going to do a video on that because, you know, I was looking for a video on how to create the stole and I couldn't find one. So I'm going to produce one myself. And so that way, when someone comes for next year or later on this year, they'll be able to maybe Google me or YouTube me and see how the process is actually done, which it wasn't that bad. What I did was, I had purchased graduation stoles from previous years, and I kind of deconstructed something that I had already purchased in the past, deconstructed it, and then just kind of figured it out, like almost like taking a recipe and tasting it and then trying to figure out what the ingredients were. So that's exactly what I did for this, to create this stole, and it wasn't really that difficult. So right now I'm just in my office finishing up the second side of the graduation stole. Now I already finished one side, so I can kind of show you what it looks like, and it's a lot. Okay, so this is the one side, and it's an angled stole, so it's black satin, it's 5 inches wide, with Kelly green trim, with embroidery all down one side. So this is just the one side, and and it's going to be 72 inches long from top to bottom, 72 inches long. So yes, so I made this, okay? I made this from start to finish. So you asked me why I didn't just get one from Amazon, which I was looking. I couldn't find one. So I was able to find like black and blue, black and red, I could not find black with the green. So I said, you know what? Let me see if I can make my own. And I was able to do that. So yeah, so the person who hired me to do this graduation stall, he already had like what he wanted it to look like, so I didn't have to do any design, which, you know, a little tidbit is I really don't design. But if you come to me with something that, you know, you already have your ideas on paper, or you have an idea that's already laid out, I can definitely bring it to life. So he already had the vision as far as how it was going to look, what colors he wanted. He just needed someone to do the embroidery. And again, I could not find the actual stole. I couldn't purchase it anywhere. So I just bought my own materials and I made one on my own. So yeah, this is just the one half, and it's longer than I really needed it to be, just because I wanted to have some fabric to play with. So this is what I'm going to be working on, and this is the video that I'm going to create. I'm going to do the other side and do like more step by step, but I do have a lot of video of me putting together this this graduation stole. So this is what I'm going to be working on today, and doing some taping on that. And then I also wanted to just come, so before I start that, so so in addition to that, I'm hoping that I will be putting out some more videos, because I had started this channel obviously because I wanted to have a place where people can go, and if they needed instructions, a good instruction, right? Not just somebody popping in and saying, oh, yep. So when I was looking for instructions on how to do a graduation stole, because I know how to embroider, right? I know how to put, you know, embroidery on satin. I didn't need instructions on that. What I needed instructions on was how do I actually create the actual stall, you know, or the sash. And there really wasn't anything out there from start to finish on how to do it. So that's where my channel comes into play. That's where I'm doing the video. That's what I'm kind of filling the void with this channel. So, but in addition to that, like I said, I do want to start pumping out a couple of more videos. I'm doing a lot of things this summer. I'm traveling, going out of town next week. Then, so that's next week. That'll be into April. That'll be into May, going to Vegas. So I'm going to see Mary J. Blige in concert in Vegas next week. So I'll be gone next weekend. Not for Mother's Day, but next weekend. The following weekend is Mother's Day. Then let me look at my calendar, because Melissa Crafted with Melly is busy this summer. Not just busy with embroidery, but I am busy doing things, okay? So yeah, just looking at my calendar. Yeah, so we are going out of town next weekend. I will be going to Vegas next weekend. Then we have Mother's Day. That's a big thing. So, you know, there's always the nice Mother's Day barbecues that I partake in. Then I have my little niece's birthday is also in May. So that'll be a big thing. And then what we have, Father's Day. Then we have, let's see, Independence Day. These are all barbecue times too. Independence Day. Then at the end of July, this is probably when I will be doing a lot more stuff, is at the end of the July. My regular 9-to-5 job, I am taking a 6-week sabbatical. So my job offers as a benefit, if you've worked so many years, and I'm a 20-year employee, been there for many, many, many years, they give you 6-week paid vacation. So yes, I will be taking that at the end of July. So for that, I'll be going to Atlanta for a couple of days. That's going to be for like a family reunion. And then when I come back from that, I might either go on another cruise. My plan was really, I was planning on going to Europe, but the way y'all president got things set up, I don't think I'm gonna go out of the country like that. yeah, I'm not gonna, I don't know, we'll see. That's still kind of in the works. But if I don't do that, I probably will either do like another cruise, or I may do maybe go to, like, I don't know, St. Louis, or maybe go, I just want to go somewhere. It doesn't even have to be like out of the country, which was my original plan. I may just do, you know, either get in my car and drive somewhere, which I'm not really a car driver person. You know, 4 hours is like my max. So, like, you know, looking at where I'm at, maybe I would do, like, I don't know, there's a nice Rock and Roll Hall of Fame museum in Ohio that I've been to before, that I kind of wanted to go to again. They had this one exhibit that I'm not sure if they still had, where it was like called The Garage, and it was where you can do like karaoke, or you can, like, so the garage was how they had like people, just regular people that were visiting the museum, either can play music. So they had like a band there. But if you knew how to play the drums, if you knew how to play the keyboard, if you wanted to sing, you know, if you wanted to play the guitar, you would just kind of jump in and take over that instrument. It was really cool. And so me and my daughter went there last year, if not last year, the year before. And they had this exhibit there, and it was called The Garage. And so you kind of jumped into this like garage band. Either you were the singer, you played the guitar, you played the drums, you know, you just kind of jumped in. And I was going to do it, and they took a break. So they had to take their lunch break, and after that time we had left. So I'm just like, oh, I really wanted to do that. So that could be a choice to go there. I'm thinking either that, maybe Nashville, or obviously that would be a plane ride, but I don't know. I'm going somewhere. Not sure where yet, but 6 weeks vacation is definitely going to be had, and I may or may not travel for that. So yeah, and then I got some personal stuff going on in August that so yeah, personal stuff going on as well. So it will be a time. So in saying all that, in preparation for having some new videos come out, because I do want to start doing that, because I had made this channel probably about a year ago. I only had put out maybe one video since then. I think I made another video based upon I did some what is it called? I did some cups for school that I do a lot of swag stuff for, and so they had me do cups with. I did do a video on that, and I'll link that video here. That was a start to finish video as well. But in preparation for just trying to pump out some more videos, I have bought some items to help me do that. Now I'm on my iPad right now recording this video, but I did invest in a little camera. So I did not do an unboxing for this, but I did purchase this camera. I've had it probably for about like 3 months now, and trying to look at YouTube videos. But again, people don't have the right YouTube videos out here, man. I need like a handheld session, and I don't know, YouTube videos are not the way they used to be. So yes, I'm still kind of learning how to navigate using this camera. So basically what it is, it's like a little, you know, yeah, I know what this is. If you are a creator, YouTube creator, or just content creator, you probably seen this camera, and it's I mean, it's dope. I mean, don't get me wrong. Hey y'all, once I figure out how to use it, it's gonna be used. I might actually use this when we go to Vegas, because we're doing a whole bunch of stuff. We're going to that Grand Canyon and stuff like that. So I may try to take some video when I'm on site at my, you know, some of the stuff that I'm going to this coming summer. So yeah, so I have my little camera that I will be learning how to use. And listen, if there's anyone out there that's content creators that know how to use this camcorder, and I can't remember the name, the DJI little handheld camera, please send me instructions. So yes, I have that. That's one little thing that I have added to my content creator bag. And I also obviously, I have the Ray-Ban Meta glasses that actually my video that I have coming up with the graduation. I have, yeah, and they're prescription. I wear prescription glasses. So yes, I've had these for about, I think I got these not last year, but the year, yeah, I got these not last year, but the year before. So these are my Meta glasses. Hey Meta, record. Here you go. And the video on these are excellent. I've used these I've actually recorded some videos because in addition to my regular job and doing embroidery, I was doing what they call property inspection. So where I go out and do what is it? I'm a third party employee, go out, banks will hire me, or insurance company will hire you to do property inspection. So very quick, easy money. Okay, good money. You have to have a car though. You have to have a car. You have to have a good working phone. Obviously, they do a background check. I mean, the little stuff that I did buy, I had to buy like painter's tape, measuring tools, but not too much of an investment to even get started with it. It was very easy. But I was making pretty good money. I was doing it over the summertime. I stopped doing it in the wintertime because I'm not going to be driving in the wintertime, going to nobody's house and doing property inspections in the wintertime. So I kind of stopped doing it then. But I might start that back up in the summertime, especially when I'm going to be doing my 6-week sabbatical, especially if I'm not traveling. I probably will start back up because I'm just not one to just be sitting in the house in my pajamas eating Doritos and shit. I like staying busy. I do like working, but I am going to appreciate having 6 weeks off. I've never probably not worked since I was 16. I got my first job at 16 and I have been working ever since. Like, I've never not worked. I don't even see how grown people don't work. I mean, I don't know. I think there was one point in time when when I was going to school, I was going to school, and I had a baby. And I think I did have unemployment for a year because I got laid off at a mortgage job that I had. I had a mortgage. It was a mortgage company that I worked for. Got laid off. So that just kind of motivated me to just kind of finish school because I was able to get unemployment for like 6 months. And then another 6 months because I was going to school. So I just basically finished my bachelor's degree at that point. But other than that, like short period of time, I have always worked ever since I was 16. Always worked. So I'm going to see how this 6-week period do because I'm going to enjoy the time off because, like I said, I've always worked ever since I was 16. And I'm 47. I may not look it, but I am. Maybe I look it now because I have a couple gray hairs. And my hair is not as fresh as I want it to be. But I'm still cute. Yes, I am. But, yeah. So anyways, back to, yeah, so I am going to be, I lost my train of thought. What I was talking about. I was talking about the Meta glasses, and then I got talking about school, and I got talking about how cute I was. Yeah. So anyways, back to the Meta glasses. So yes, I bought these Meta glasses. Oh, this is what I was saying about I was talking about what I used these for before. So the Meta glasses is talking to me in my ear. I mean, the speaker on these are clear, like you can listen to music. I did not have these when I went to Japan, but it's supposed to be able to translate. I don't know if it will actually translate Japanese or not, but Spanish, I'm sure it definitely does translation in real time in Spanish. I haven't used that feature yet, but yeah, maybe I might do a little review on my Meta glasses. I'm actually thinking about getting a different pair. I think they have different like designs. These are like a brownish color, which I do like. I'm looking at all the mechanics on there, and these are the Ray-Ban versions. Let's see, that's the camera. So there's a speaker so I can hear the speaker in the in this part of the glass frame. So yeah, I do like these, but I may get a different pair, different color, maybe blue. But so yeah, I use these. Oh, so my point was I use these Meta glasses to do a couple of videos doing the property inspection stuff. So I had started doing the property inspection just to kind of get some extra money because my daughter's going back to school and stuff like that. So I was doing trying to just get some extra money to help her with like her going back to school. So I've done videos, and the videos, like I said before, they're really clear, they're crisp. The only thing that I really don't like with the Meta glasses is when you do record, it's not just like ongoing recording. Like right now, we're probably like 20 minutes into this video, where the Meta glasses probably only record for like 3 minutes. So after 3 minutes, it stops recording. You have to say, hey, Meta, record. And it will record, and you'll see the light come on. So the light goes off in 3 minutes, and I'll just kind of talk through, and I'll play the video here of what is recording through the Meta glasses. But the video is really good. And then you have it, like through your phone. You have the Meta app on your phone, so whatever you're recording goes to your phone, and then you download it, and you use it on whatever medium that you want. Like right now I'm using InShot to do a lot of my editing, video editing. I do clips because sometimes I use an emoji. I don't necessarily always have my face on some videos that I do. So yeah, I'm just kind of getting into this content creator thing. It's not going to be my, main source of thing because it takes a lot of time. Like I like to edit my videos. I just don't like to have videos out there and, record and just push them out there. I do like to record and edit my videos, and so I do that, especially with doing instruction and stuff like that. I kind of want to have more capabilities to edit the video, and so I've been using InShot. Now if you guys out there use other platforms or other editing software, please let me know something that's maybe easier than InShot. InShot is really great actually and user friendly. I picked up some of the tools really quickly, other than this. I'm still trying to figure out how to use this. So please, if you have any instructional videos on how to use this, please send them my way. If you have any editing software that you like to use when you're creating your content, please also send that my way. If you figured out how to use Meta glasses in a different way, let me know. So yeah, I'm all about trying to just incorporate the different ways of videoing and recording, and just to make my videos a little bit better. But yes, we will be coming out with some new videos this summer. Again, if there's anything that you guys need instructions on, please let me know that. Send me an email. I'll link my email down below. And yeah, we will see you in a minute. All right. See you later. Bye.